Okay, he died. I can see him. I can see the carcass falling. But I let another guy sneak off to the side here. Damn it. Nice. I wish I could trust that missile. If that was a Micah, I would have been on the other side of this ridge already. God. That jump scared me. I saw it coming in. I guess multipathing just doesn't work for me. Great to see you guys, everybody. Thank you all so much. Atomic hopping in right off the rip. Tay, I think he's still doing a marathon right now. Doom dropping a follow. Jay in here lurking. Yeah, he's feeling a little rough, so he cashed it in. Maybe they did because, well, that was only my second game in the. I've literally just been not paying attention and shooting them, and there we got a hit there. That was pretty close though. I don't usually shoot the 120Cs that close. All right, I'm switching back to the A now though. This is just a more fun BR, at least up until this point. It's gotten a little rough here since the last update. Yeah, I'm a Coors guy, that's for sure. If I gotta be drinking some light beer, or even American beer, I guess I should say, I do like my C+, the banquet beer. We do a little C- though. C- got me through college, that's for sure. We loved our Coors Light, the Silver Bullet. But then, of course, you get a little older, start drinking the banquet beer. A guy like me, I always needed the full body, man. I like my dark beers too. Newcastle, Guinness. Love me some Guinness. It's been a minute since I've had really anything to drink either. I've never been a big drinker, but it's funny, particularly once I got into the Marine Corps. Oh, the drinking. So much drinking. And we actually, when I was stationed in Corpus Christi for primary flight training, the house that we rented, I rented a house with 3 other guys, and it was so sick. The house that we rented, the guy that owned it was a distributor for Miller Lite. This totally just reminded me of this. I completely forgot. And so he had, and this house was like, there's not really a beach in Corpus Christi, but it was right kind of not on the water, but it was within walking distance, but it was just like a rocky beach. Like, it wasn't like you could go hang out at the beach, but at least the water was there. So anyway, he had the house like literally set up as a party house, and this was in 2006. So I mean, think back to 2006. Like, technology hadn't come all that far yet. So our house, you walk out to like what would be considered the back porch. Automatic sliding glass door opens up. You walk out to this sick-ass little patio with a bar, a keg, a TV up in the top, a table to like sit at. Oh, dude, we were in heaven. So yeah, when you have a keg in your house that we kept filled at all times, yeah, you tend to become a little bit of an alcoholic. So, and again, that's kind of where the ready room comes from. It is the same thing, man. It's crazy when it's like, guys, don't you realize we're out there flying planes, right? And you go in there, there's a bar, like, just in the corner of pretty much any squadron room you go in, there is some type of bar in there. And a couch and a TV and either a PlayStation or an Xbox. It's just like... Felt the same. It felt the same. Yeah, that house was sick. Oh, man. That was fun. I forgot about that. That's been a minute. That's how It works. Alright. I'm kind of curious to see today, since they did do some updates. I'm sure they don't ever announce everything. But in all these things, a lot of people, you hear people whine about the radars a lot. Usually I think it's just, kind of, not skill issue, but radars are just buggy in general. Even a good radar in a real aircraft, is kind of wonky. I mean, they're just, the way they operate, I mean, we all know how they kind of function, so I mean, they're just weird in general. But the F-18 has felt a little off, because this radar is usually pretty rock solid, and for the last couple weeks at least, it loses lock a lot. The missiles don't track as well as they did for a bit, so, oh damn it. A 120? Come on. Give me a break. I definitely expected that to be just a 7P, just casually flaring of fucking 120. Gotta get aggressive with those. You can't just defeat active radar homing missile with just chaff and flare. You gotta mechanically kind of defeat it as well. That's how. Yeah, the flight school partying is real. When we were at the basic school, TBS, it's so when you become an officer in the Marine Corps, you have to go through your initial boot camp or whatever, which OCS usually 10 weeks. Then the Marines send you to a 6-month course, which you basically learn everything. You shoot all the weapons, you learn all the fire team, platoon, company tactics, and it's 6 months. You're out in the mud. It's rough. It's infantry training, and they always give the flight contract shit. Oh, after this, you guys are going to be headed to flight school. It's going to be all, at the time they would tease us, it'd be all lampshades and, togas and butt floss, you guys like, dude, you're going to be at the beach just partying all day. And I'm like, oh, I can't be that awesome. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was more golfing, I think, than like beach volleyball or whatnot you might see in Top Gun, but it was a good time. It was a good time. The crazy thing is, for flight training, once you end up getting through the initial trainings, and we were actually waiting to start primary flight training, the pipeline is backed up, because weather, maintenance issues, people get sick, things get delayed. So you end up waiting, literally sitting there with nothing to do. I want to say it was almost 8 months, 6 months, 6 to 8 months. We just sat there, nothing to do. You got to show up every morning and check in, and you show up in your formation, and they make sure you're there and alive, and you're just out to go after that, do whatever. And so a lot of us went through other training programs. I went through an officer's aviation maintenance course, so I went through the same training that the maintenance guys were doing. A lot of guys just party, end up getting DUIs and kicked out, and get in trouble. It's a weird time, and I'm pretty sure it's still kind of like that. It's kind of unavoidable, because like I said, weather has a big part to play in it. How did that guy get all the way over there so fast? Oh, he just paid the price for it. Damn, that was fast. That was an F-20. How did he get over there so quickly? Dude. Wow. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. I said this thing is so sensitive. Bam, a lamb, that's no lie. Yeah, that was a time when we were doing a lot of gaming at that time. I said, the timing when, if War Thunder, I swear, if War Thunder had to come out like 2 months earlier than it did, we probably would have met each other a long ass time ago. No, I did it too much. Oh, I still don't have my timing down. Oh, I had that perfect for a while and I just keep holding that too long. Fuck. See, 90% of the time when we get our ass kicked in this game, it is because you do something stupid. Or at least at my skill level, it still is. It is a big difference when you go from something that can only handle 2 inputs to something that can handle like 6. Sometimes I get this thing to do things that I didn't even know it could do. Especially when I start mixing in rudder. Like up until having this keyboard, rudder was like, don't even try. Like trying to use rudder just messed with the camera view because it would always be trying to snap me back to behind the aircraft. Oh God, that was frustrating. Now it's like the other way around. It's frustrating because this thing is so controllable now. Oh, when I do finally get this, about the time I get this keyboard and mouse down again, I'm going to be ready to get a stick and throttle and have to change all over again. That will probably feel more natural. The only thing I'm nervous about switching, even going to sim, and even with DCS, I'm still nervous. I'm hoping to get Wind Wing, but even with that, I'm just worried about delay, dead spots, wanting an input and not getting it the way I'm quite expecting it to. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I'm trying to. With controller, I had that maneuver down nailed. I could do that every time. That quick little barrel roll, drop the flares right where they needed to be, and pull right out of that. And damn, it is. This game requires some pretty, and it has to be reactive. You can't be thinking about, okay, pitch, roll, a little bit more rudder. It's got to be boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I like that. Again, anything that's like, oh, this can be mastered. All right, here we go. I like this map too. I like this map, but when you come from this side, you're at a clear disadvantage. As you're coming in, it doesn't matter. You're coming in over wide open airspace while the other team gets to basically multipath the whole way in. Right. Yeah, the whitewashed jeans said, sorry, that's stupid. Oh, I guess even if I turn that off, the chat bot's still going to be on. Yeah, I was saying that, I was kind of talking about that the other day. Even the helmets, like, of course, you can see, that was like, man, we weren't allowed to make any changes, even add stickers or anything, because that's that reflective white. And, if you're in the water or anywhere, particularly in the water, that reflective is really effective. And that's pretty much the only way they can see you at night. And so it's even funny to think that back then they were allowed to do that. But I couldn't imagine being not only in the military, in the Navy, but a pilot during the time that movie was popular. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Talk about rock star. I mean, we were still riding their coattails 30 years later. Still are. The new Disney thing that came out about, that's actually the same, that's our flight training that they did. That's the Jet Pro. If I'd have got jets, that's the same program I'd have went to right there at NAS Meridian. If you haven't watched that Disney Plus Top Gun Next Generation, it's good. That's good watch. And even that, like I said, is called Top Guns, still